Hey guys, how's it going? Today we are in beautiful, snowy Belgium. I know it looks gray, but I still think it's beautiful. And I'm here with my friend Nourdine Zerad. Say
Hello.
hi. Hi. So today we have a really cool subject. Actually, we're going to be walking throughout the city of Brussels. This is a very special place to us because 9 years ago, almost to the day, we were shooting a short film called Where My Heart Is. And we're going to go through all these locations and kind of reminisce about the filming of it and make you guys discover a little bit of the city. Come on, let's go. The city of Brussels is the largest municipality and historical center of the Brussels capital region and the capital of Belgium. It is the administrative center of the European Union, thus often dubbed, along with the region, the EU's capital city. Walking in the city of Brussels, we passed by the Mont Des Arts, and this place just looks amazing with its graffiti, so I really felt like highlighting it. Not that I'm saying that graffitis are cool and all. I mean, I don't like tagging, but when it's art, I think that it's really amazing, and I just think that it's worth sharing. These graffitis are actually part of a Brussels city project called Open Wall, where a 60 square meter wall is accessible to everyone and allows taggers to leave their mark in the city center. The rules for painting on the walls are simple. People can paint only on the wall, nowhere else. What do you think, Noon?
I think if I found this place when I was a teenager, I think I should like a small fight.
Yeah, let's cut to some fight scenes.
Let's go.
Noon in his teenage days used to often film short action films, including kick-ass martial art fight scenes. And being a teenager, sometimes things would get a little out of hand. Like when he actually set himself on fire. Please don't try this at home. I don't condone tagging in the city, but honestly, when you see beautiful art like this, you know, it's representing Belgium and there's the atomium and all that beautiful stuff. I mean, I just have to highlight it, as I said. And yeah, don't tag, but do art. As you can tell from the graffiti, there's much talent in all the art exposed on these walls, and shows that opening walls to artists may be a good solution to allow people to express themselves. Here's another proof that art on buildings can be really good. This is not tagging, it's artwork. It's a mural, and I really think it's interesting. Kind of like Alice in Wonderland. Here in the Mont Des Arts Park, what's really cool is obviously there's a lot of European architecture and the plants are so beautiful and everything's pretty well kept. But there's some other stuff that happened in this park, and Noon is an expert about it, so he'll talk about it.
Yeah, you have in America the Oscars. Here we have the Magritte, and the Magritte happened just over there.
The Magritte is modeled after the French César Award. The formal ceremony at which the awards are presented is one of the most prominent award ceremonies in Belgium. The various category winners are awarded a copy of the statuette. The Magritte were presented in 2011 and considered the Belgian equivalent of the Academy Awards in the United States. So this is very typical of what you would see in European parks. As you can tell, the plants are pretty well cut, and it's also very reminiscent of the old Musketeer movies and all the people going with their swords and stuff like that. So yeah, you kind of feel like you're in the 1800s, but yeah, why not? Right in front of the Mont Des Arts, there's the Brussels Central Station, which is a railway and metro station in central Brussels. So behind us we have La Gare Centrale, which translates into English as the central station, and as you guessed it, it is the station that is in the center of the city, and when you arrive here with the train, you're ready to shop.
And you can go everywhere.
So, shall we go in the station?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Oh shit, I need the camera. It is the second busiest railway station in Belgium and one of three principal railway stations in Brussels, together with Brussels South and Brussels North. First completed in 1952 after protracted delays caused by economic difficulties in World War II, it is the newest of Brussels' main rail hubs. The entrance to the central station. Not too exciting, but it is a Belgian train station, and I think that's pretty cool.
Let's go.
Let's go. We're not traveling, it's quarantine time. We can't really do that, but we'll pretend. The railway station has 6 tracks, served by 3 island platforms. These are underground beneath the city blocks. And as you can tell, this is the train station. It's not very beautiful or clean, nothing like you would see in countries like Japan, but it's what we have in Brussels, and it is pretty efficient. There are a lot of trains coming in, and it is absolutely practical. On our continued exploration of the center of town, we saw a fry shop, which kind of made me want to mention something about the ongoing dispute that the French and Belgians have about where fries were invented. So it wouldn't be a Belgian vlog if we didn't mention fries. And here, walking in the city, who did we meet? Mr. Fry. Hello, Mr. Fry. And also I do want to mention, and this is a proof, is that fries are not from France. They're from Belgium. I just want to make that clear. Ain't that right, Mr. Noon?
Totally correct.
Yes, and what is your favorite sauce on the fries?
I think it's ketchup.
Ketchup?
Yeah.
No.
American.
Let's say that ketchup is very American. Here in Belgium we have sauce andalouse, sauce samouraï, sauce américaine.
Sauce à l'ail américaine.
We have so many different styles of sauces, you can't imagine. So when you come to Brussels, be sure to test out the different sauces. You'll be surprised how good they are. And fries are even good with mayo. I assure you, it's different than in America. It's really good. Speaking of food, there's a very famous street known for food in the center of Brussels called La Rue des Bouchers, as Belgians like to call it. Now this is truly a sight to see for Brussels. In La Rue des Bouchers, as I was talking about, the thing is that it's called the Street of the Pitas because it's full of restaurants that sell pitas and sandwiches and just food. And look at this, it's empty. This is really pandemic style street, and it's normally super duper packed. In this same street there's a hotel that to the naked eye seems like any other hotel, but actually really deserves to be mentioned. This place is called l'Hôtel Mozart, which is located in Rue du Marché au Fromage, which Belgian locals call La Rue des Pitas. And the reason that I'm filming it is that for a long time the owner used to actually take in a lot of homeless people and let them stay in for free. And it's kind of sad, probably quarantine times and all that, but it seems like it's closed. I'm not really 100% sure, but I did want to highlight it because I think that the owner did a lot of really good stuff for the homeless. And if he's having a hard time, I hope that maybe somebody will see this video and maybe help him out. Being in the center of the city, I couldn't help stop by the Grand Place, which is the most famous touristic square in the city of Brussels. Belgium is really the place to be. As you can see, the city is so alive, so many people around.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, okay.
It's just the two of us.
Okay, sorry.
And you know, this is crazy that there's nobody. This is the central street of Belgium, of Brussels basically. This is La Grand Place, it's the most touristic place and there's nobody. I did find something that's very American here in the center of the city, and it's a Starbucks. Yep, we have a Starbucks. This is the first one here in Brussels, and obviously, because they're very proud of their architecture, they're trying to hide the fact that it's a Starbucks, so they're keeping it very secretive, but yeah, it's there, the logo's there. Not too far from the Grand Place, we have the statue of Janneke, which is the female version of our Belgian national mascot of the peeing boy called the mannequin piece. Although the little girl statue is a lot more modern and doesn't have the history and legends surrounding it like the boy, the statues are the same size and are both very well sculpted. Now this is a crazy sight to see. You may not know this street or recognize it, but this is La Rue des Bouchers. Usually it's packed with so many people, and we actually even filmed this scene a couple of years ago for a film.
For the same film.
Yeah, it was crazy, and people were actually like really bothering us, and it really took a while to get the shot. But as you can see, it's empty. That's really a result of the quarantine, and there's a lot of places that are for sale and closed, and I'm really hoping that maybe when the pandemic ends that things will pick up.
Yeah, I pass here very often, and you have a lot of people here and eating and laugh and very cool ambience.
Yeah, it's such a cool atmosphere here, and unfortunately
it's over.
Just two people in the background, that's it, and that's pretty much the only people we've seen all day in the street. This is one of the examples of restaurants that is in the Rue des Bouchers. It's closed, everything is closed. It's really hard to even put it in your head that 9 months ago, this was maybe even the busiest street of Brussels, and this is how it looks now. Everything's for sale, it's closed. Even though things look a little bleak in Brussels at the moment, I know that eventually once tourism is allowed again, things will pick up and these hard times will feel like a distant memory.
Do you remember where you are here?
Here?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah?
This is actually the street where we shot a scene for the short film that we did together. Of course, and right there on this side was the chocolate shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was a cool experience because, again, this is, okay, it's empty, but this is usually one of the busiest streets in Brussels. It's right next to the Mannequin Piece. And it was fun actually to be able to shoot in a chocolate shop that is located in such a great location. And how did we get it? We just asked.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and that's the power of Belgium. Like sometimes they're not used to having a lot of movie shoots like we have in Hollywood. So you can just simply go inside the shop.
Ask, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ask.
Yeah, and then the owners, if they like the project or they just want to help people, they'll say yeah. And that's something that is still common in Brussels. It's tougher, but it is something that it's nice to highlight that come and shoot in Brussels. They might actually give you good locations.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome to Brussels. About 30 minutes away from the center of the city by public transportation, there's a metro station that many people might oversee, but I feel really deserves to be highlighted. Speaking about the station, for me, it's always been one of my favorite stations. Since I was a kid, it's actually existed for many, many years, over 20 years for sure. And it is one of my favorite places because it is the Tintin Station, which was my favorite comic strip, my Belgian comic strip as a child, and it follows the adventures of Tintin. And this station has so many decorations from all the comic strips, from Tintin in Congo till the last Tintin comic strip. And it's just beautiful to watch. And if you're ever coming to Brussels, I would definitely recommend coming here because it does have a lot of great decorations. And if you're a fan of art, I do think that it's important to come and look and watch and explore and be fascinated by how they did the drawings. So this is it. This concludes our visit of the center of Brussels. And yes, it was a very empty center of Brussels, and also reminiscing a little bit the short film that we did 9-10 years ago. So I just wanted to say thank you, Noon, for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Of course, it's always great to have you on the video. And also I wanted to say, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, leave me a comment. And if you would like to see Noon again in another video, or maybe follow him on his daily life here in Brussels or something else, we could. Just let me know in the comments. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.